My name is Marcia. And when I think of September 11th, 2011, I remember feeling fearful. And I felt fearful because I was stuck outside. I couldn't get back into the building where I was working, and I couldn't take the metro. So I felt stuck and I felt frightened. Marcia.
Hi, I'm Andy Stoffel. I was in the 6th grade in 2001, and when 9/11 happened, it was the first time that I realized what was going on in the rest of the world had an impact on my home. Andy.
Hi, I'm Elizabeth, and when I think about September 11th, I remember the deep fear I felt knowing that I had an uncle who was a New York City fireman and another who was a New York City police officer, and I can still feel that fear in my gut. Elizabeth.
Hi, I'm Krista. On 9/11, I saw the images on the screen. I watched buildings crumble, and I could not comprehend what was happening. I could not comprehend what everybody was freaking out about. I really was clueless.
Hi, I'm Pamela. And when I think about 9/11, I think about, wow, you know, I'm an African-American female. My last name is Jafari. I'm not from Iran, Iraq, or Afghanistan. But with a name like Jafari, I am still harassed. I'm Pamela.
Hi, I'm Erin, and how I felt about 9/11 when it happened and how I feel about it now is different because I have a child, and I know that he is raised in a world that is completely different than I could have ever expected, and it is completely different than the world I grew up in. Erin.
Hello, I'm John, and when I think about 9/11, I think about how we value lives and celebrate lives and how they still don't have equality. John.
Hi, I'm Deborah, and when I think about 9/11, I wonder still, what did we do in the world for people to hate us so much? Deborah. Let's watch.
What's going on?
What happened there?
Sorry. I am sorry.
My child.
All
Name
impact.
Can't.
Everybody.
Hatred.
What's the
all
stuff
judge.
on TV?
Can't.
So welcome, everybody. We are District Community Playback, and I just want to ask, how many people know Playback Theater? How many people came here because of Playback? Wow, okay. then the rest of you have no idea what's about to happen, right? Are you nodding your heads? No idea. Okay. Well, that's amazing. You're just here because it's the Kennedy Center, it's the Millennium stage. Are you here also because it's September 11th and thought you'd want to be downtown? No. Wow. Okay. I'm just kind of curious, how many people here are thinking and aware that today is September 11th? Okay. So everybody, pretty much everybody. Okay. All right. So Playback Theater, I'm just going to give you like a 2-second, not 2-second, but maybe 30 seconds. Playback Theater started in 1975, Jonathan and Joe Salas, and you are going to experience it today. And at the end of our show, I'm going to give you ways to kind of find out about it wherever you're from, because it's all over the world. And after you see it, you're going to be like, oh, I really want to go see this. This is really cool. So I will let you know about that at the end. So you heard us. You heard our stories. When you heard some of the things people said, I'm just kind of curious, what are a couple words that came up for you? Oh, I forgot to tell you, this is audience participation. How many people want to leave right now? All that nervous laughter, that's you, I know, but it's okay. So how many people kind of, what's something that came up when you heard one of the people shared their story? What's something that came up for you? Thank you.
The world has changed.
And what's your feeling about how the world has changed?
It's a lot more different now. Whenever you go anywhere, you have to think about where you're going and the security, where going to flying and things like that.
So everything takes a lot longer. Yeah. Okay. And what's your name?
Sue.
Sue. So we're going to do a fluid. Everything takes a lot longer, security. And do you have a feeling about that?
No, not really. I know they're doing it for our security and to make it safer for us, so yeah.
So in some ways, is it relief when there's security? Yeah. Okay, so relief. So Sue, let's watch.
Okay, TSA. Okay. It's fine. It's fine. Okay. Take off. All right.
Where am I now?
There you go. All in a tray.
The lines from here to there.
Where am I now?
It's okay. From here to there.
All of this
Okay.
for TSA.
Where am I now?
There.
Where's this?
Okay.
Did that capture that feeling? Yeah. So she's nodding her head and saying yes. One of the things about playback is we play back your thoughts, your feelings, your stories. And sometimes when you see it, you realize that you might have had a different feeling. So I will, as the conductor, I'll always check with you. Did that capture your feeling? So how about somebody else? And I know there are lots of people down here, so I'm also, don't feel neglected down there, okay? So if someone raises your hand, I will come down there. So how about, great, okay.
I walked into my gym that morning. I had no idea. I had nothing on, no television, no anything, and it was half full. And I heard about it, and the television was going, and I felt sheer horror.
Sheer horror about what you were seeing? Okay.
And about the world. Yeah. My name's Rose.
So sheer horror about what I was seeing. And can we go to a flash animation? Can we do that? Okay. So sheer horror about what I was seeing. I walked into the gym. I had no idea what was going on. And then you saw it on a screen. And then I saw it on the screen, and it was just sheer horror. So Rose, let's watch.
Hey, man, you mind if I turn the TV on while we're...
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay,
Give me some.
Wow.
Wow. Oh.
Wow.
Oh.
I got in the gym that day, and I took off my things because I was dressed to work out, but I saw the gym was only half filled, and the TV. Oh my God! I saw the TV. Oh my God! Look! I couldn't handle it almost. Oh my God!
So, how many other people had a similar feeling? So, raise your hand if you had a similar feeling when you saw the TV. Okay, so Rose, there are other people. Now, somebody might have had a different feeling, a different experience. How about somebody else? I see you. I'm on my way.
Yeah, my son called me and said, Ma, you got to look at television. He said, no. He said, do you know what's happening? I said, no, I'm at work. I'm in my little cube working. And I said, no. What? He said, go look at a television. You got to get out that building. I went to the head office. They had a television in there. Nobody knew what was going on. And I said, you got to change the channel. Look. And then we saw the buildings that the plane had gone into. And the supervisor said, I said, well, you got to tell everybody to get out now. This is what I said to him. And she said, no, I got to call across the street to find out. I said, no, I'm going to tell everybody to get out. You need to get out now because this is not normal. So I ran back down to my office, and as I'm going down, I'm telling everybody, you got to get out. There's been I said a bombing, but it was really the buildings are being destroyed. And got outside, and everybody's leaving out the building. Got outside, and I usually caught the subway.
I'm assuming this is in D.C. Okay.
I usually caught the subway, but I'm thinking, okay, if this is going on, I don't want to be underground. So somebody was coming across the street, just coming to work, they had driven, and I said, well, okay, I'm going to tell him what's happening, and he gave me a ride, and we started going back up.
And what is your name?
My name is Paula.
Okay, so Paula. So how about a 4-part story? So this is Paula's story. So Paula, let's watch.
Mom, you gotta get out. I'm telling you. No, listen to me. I know sometimes you don't listen, but this is serious. You've got to get out. Turn on the TV. Turn on the TV. Where can you find a TV? Go, Mom. I'm serious.
Oh, I'm sure it's nothing. We just need to keep everyone here, keep everyone calm. We just gotta stay put right now. Stay put.
I am not staying put. You have to get out of this building. This is not normal. Something is not right, and I am not going underground.
Paula, if something's going on funny, really, you better get in because you're right. I'm turning around, and we're getting the heck out of here. Let's go.
She said, yes, that's it. So I'm kind of curious, how many people, because there are potentially people here who were not born in 2001, right? Well, I don't know. So how many people we're here in this country and remember, and we're here during 2001. How many people? So take a raise, okay? All right, so look around. How many people were not in this country when it happened? Okay, so a fair amount of people. So if I could ask, what's a feeling that you had about what was going on in the States? What was the feeling you had about what was going on in the States since you were not here in the States? Somebody? What was the feeling? Oh, sorry. I wish I had a Fitbit on right now. Okay.
Hi, I'm Laura. So I was about 6 years old, and we're from Brazil. And my family was going to move to New Jersey in 2002. So I think somebody said clueless, so I was really young and didn't understand what was happening, but I remember my parents, that was something they were really concerned about. But in terms of what I felt, I was just pretty clueless. And we'd watch it on TV while it happened, and I think most people in other parts of the world were following it too.
As a 6-year-old, you felt really clueless. Did you still move?
We did still move, yeah, we did. In 2002, towards the end of 2002 though.
So clueless, we're gonna see a fluid. And it's Lara. So Lara, let's watch.
Is New Jersey near New York? They both have new in them.
What?
New Jersey.
What?
New York.
Huh?
Ma, it looks like a movie.
Huh? Is New Jersey near New York?
What?
What do you think that is?
It looks like a movie.
Sure sounds like New Jersey's near New York.
What? Huh? What do you think that is?
How about somebody else who was an adult? Sorry. How about somebody else who was not in the U.S.? There were a lot of people who had their hands up. I saw you before, and now you've disappeared. There was like a whole group over here. There was a group, wasn't there? Yeah, there was like a group all over here. I remember, and here. All right. So what was it like for somebody who wasn't in this country? And I remember you raised your hand too. You did, I saw you. I said audience participation, right? Non-voluntary. Okay.
We were in London visiting, and then we are going away back to the airport to come back here home, and we heard the news. And we were not only in shock, but my first feelings went for those families that lost their loved ones, and I couldn't understand it, how they can take it. I mean, I'm feeling so sorry for them. And all through my trip back here, I was thinking of them, I was thinking, when I come back, how could I get in touch with one of them to offer my condolences and feelings. Yeah.
Were you ever able to do that?
No, it was very difficult, because they did not release the names until later on, but they were in my mind all the time for a long, long time. I still till now can't believe how they could have taken it.
And what is your name?
Aida. Yeah.
So Aida, so it's that piece about the piece about still thinking about these families and wanting to have done something to say to them how sorry you were for their loss, how sorry you were for their loss. Yeah. So, okay, can we do a narrative V? Is that okay? See, See, they have no idea what they're going to do either. So, and she was on her way back from London back to here, and you were at the airport. Did your plane, were you able to fly back?
Cancel the flight till the following day.
What, did you watch it on TV? Okay. What pulled you? What was it that really pulled you? What was it that really stuck at your heart?
It just, I kept thinking about those families. I couldn't understand how they can take it, or how they can live with it the rest of their life. You know. And how could I approach them? What can I tell them? It was very, very difficult. I tried to put myself in their place, and I thought, I don't know, I'll probably bury myself at home and never leave my house again.
If it had happened to you. Okay. All right, Aida, let's watch.
This is the story of Aida. Ah, the airport. You've got to love airports.
Airports.
So many people
So many people.
wanting to get somewhere. There's this person who's impatient, and there's that person who's, dressed very interesting for the airport. And there's this person who is looking kind of freaked out.
Freaked?
And these people are freaked out.
Freaked out.
Something is happening.
Something's happening.
Something's happening.
Wait, she's crying. Wait.
Wait.
These people are huddling. Wait.
Wait.
What's going on?
What's going on?
I want to know. Tell me.
Tell me.
What's going on?
Tell me.
Tell me.
Tell me.
Give me information.
Tell me.
Wait. I see. I see. Tumbling. Crashing. People jumping.
Jumping.
Oh, no.
No.
This is awful. This is just awful. Oh, I can't see. I can't look at it.
Can't look
at it.
Can't look.
So many people are dying.
Dying.
People.
I'm here.
Here.
They're there.
There.
What can I do?
What can I do?
My heart goes out to those families who are losing people. What can I do?
What can I do?
What can I say? I don't have the words.
I don't have the words.
I don't have the words.
I have never experienced that.
Never.
If I were to step into their shoes, what would I do?
What
would I do?
Oh, I know what I would do. I would never, ever, ever, ever step out again.
Ever.
Never.
I would keep the door closed.
Closed.
I don't want any of my loved ones to leave me.
Don't leave.
How can I help? How can I support someone who has lost everything?
How can I help?
I still wonder today.
Wonder.
I still have those images in my head.
Images.
I pray for them.
Pray.
Thank you. Thank you so much. It was wonderful.
So we're talking about 9/11 because today is 9/11. But for some people, that was not the tragedy in their lives. That was a tragedy in the United States, but there were other tragedies happening around the world. I know for me, in Africa, the AIDS epidemic was rampant. So there were other tragedies in the world. So I guess I'm just kind of wondering if somebody else has other feelings. If there are other things that are on your mind, it just happens to be September 11th today, but there are other more important things to you. Thank you. It's going to take me a second to get back there. Hi, Sharon. So nice to see you. Okay.
A couple of people mentioned inequality and prejudice and not being treated fairly because of a last name, and it's just so sad that after all these years, we're no farther than that.
What's a feeling you have about that?
Sadness. I'm ashamed of our country. Yeah.
So can we do pairs? Okay. So it seems to me that the two feelings you have are sadness, that we're not any further along, and you're ashamed at our country. Can you say a couple more words about the shame?
I'm ashamed of the way people are treated, that this day and age that people have prejudice, and yeah, that we are so smart about some things and have all these advances, yet we can't treat each other fairly.
What is your name?
Lynn.
So Lynn, let's watch.
Miss America, you have the iPhone, and you even have Uber, but you haven't changed in 15 years.
There's so much more to do.
Bad, bad, bad America. Shame on you. Haven't you learned your lesson yet? Shame on you. Bad, bad America. Bad Americans.
There's this line that we just can't seem to cross.
I gotta hide from this.
There's this line, and we keep coming so close to it, but we never cross it.
I'm so ashamed of us.
And now, is this line becoming a wall?
Oh, hide. I'm so ashamed.
Did that capture what you said?
Yes, thank you. And I like the part about the line because we can never get over that line.
Great, thank you. Anybody else have two different feelings? Thank you. You're very familiar.
Yes, I'm Tamika. I'm John's friend.
Oh, hi. John, it's Tamika back here. Can you see her?
I am actually thinking about 2 weeks, about 2 or 3 weeks after September 11th. I was a student at Pace University, which is right there, 2 blocks from where Ground Zero was. But anyway, it was dramatic that day, but also I remember school had been canceled for a few weeks after that. And finally, the day that school opened back up. So I was living in Jersey at the time, commuting on the PATH train, which normally goes to World Trade Center. So I just remember being afraid because that station was no more. I had to take a different route. And I remember getting out of the train station in Manhattan, a few blocks from Ground Zero. And it was, the smell is what I remember the most. It was still a smell of, in my opinion, burning bodies, smoke. It was, yes, it was a horrible smell. And I remember the soldiers everywhere on every corner. And I just remember thinking, like, is it the end? First of all, I was scared my whole commute, like, you know, I don't know when it's gonna go down again. And then when I get there to see, you know, just the sentiment of everybody, just everybody's like, what is this new America I'm living in? Is this the end of, you know? So that's what I remember.
So you know Playback. I know it's really far to the stage. However, that's really a story. Are you willing to come up with me? Sure. Okay, come on. So what we're doing, we're sort of, in some ways, skipping ahead. With Playback, we do these short forms, and then we get to the place of telling a story. And in listening to Tamika, and she knows Playback, so I wasn't like making her do this. In listening to her, this is clearly a story. It's not a short form. So she's willing to come up on stage. And she kind of saved the rest of you from having to do this. Okay. So, Tamika, pick somebody to be you. Okay. Give me 3 words to describe you in this story.
Paranoid, disgusted at the smell, and just in disbelief of all that had happened, and just the soldiers, and just confused, that dazed, oh my God, what is this kind of feeling?
So I'm going to recap a little bit what she said, that she went to Pace University, which was 2 blocks from Ground Zero, and this is 2 weeks after September 11th, and you had to go past your stop, your subway stop, and once you got out of the subway, it was still, there was still dust, and the smell was, I mean, you said it was like death, burning, yeah. And that it left you with this place of not knowing what this world was anymore.
I felt like I was in a different country, honestly. Like, I didn't know where I was stepping out of that metro center. It was.
Did you feel like you were kind of in a war zone?
Yes, definitely. That's what it felt like. Yeah, like I'm walking out, and I'm just like, the smell, the soldiers with big guns, and yeah, definitely.
And you said that you weren't sure if it was going to ever happen again.
I just wasn't sure if the world would ever return to being normal again.
So I'm going to ask you a hard question. Do you feel like it's returned to being normal?
No, that incident kind of opened my eyes to really everything, and you know, the history of America. It reminded me of the history of America and how you know, the wounds are still open, they haven't been healed, and it's getting worse in a lot of ways.
can you identify, when you say the history of America, can you just identify maybe two pieces of history that you're thinking about?
Definitely, as a black woman, you know, the history of which the country was built upon for blacks, and that's slavery. And also just the different wars that our country has been. So I think of slavery, and when I think of slavery, I think of racism. I think of, you know, pitting people against one another. And then the second thing is conflict and war.
Thank you. It seems to me like the rest are kind of ninjas. Is that okay? All right. So, Tamika, let's watch.
Just have to. Get on the subway. I have to take the first step. I have to take the first step. What was that? Did you hear that? What was that? What was that? Ah! Who was that? Okay, okay, I'm gonna need some help. I'm gonna need some help. I'm gonna need some help. Okay. 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 I'm on the subway. Okay. I'm on the subway.
You can't go the same way.
Oh my gosh, okay. I can't go the same way. I have to go a different way.
World Trade Center stop.
I'm not used to this.
Is closed.
I don't like this.
Ma'am, you have to go this way. This is a
This
checkpoint.
way? I don't know how to go that way. I don't know.
The World Trade Center stop
that's
closed.
Closed.
No, but that's my stop. I have to go.
Closed.
That's my stop. There's a pit in my stomach, a pain, horrible pain. I can't seem to let it go. Is this my new stop? What is this world? What is this world? What is this world? Psst. What?
Tamika, Statue of Liberty here.
Oh.
Look, I've been watching.
Uh-huh.
And America's got a lot of work to do. There's a lot of wounds out there still open. But you know, you go to Pace. You know, you got a bright future ahead of you. You just gotta believe. Like, I can't move. I just stand here and watch. Like, that's basically my job.
Yeah, I've seen you around.
Things aren't looking too cool.
Okay. So what should I do?
I mean, I just stand here and watch. That's basically all I do. I'm sorry. Yeah.
Can you tell me what to do?
Girl, I got my books here.
Yeah?
What I could say is, you know your history.
Yeah?
You in America, girl.
I know.
What you think we gonna happen here, girl?
I mean,
this is still America.
Land
you know
of the
place
free.
different. Girl, work it out.
Okay.
I'm still hurting. I'm still bleeding.
Bleeding?
I'm still hurting.
I'm still hurting.
I know.
I'm still bleeding.
Okay. Is
I'm
this
not
ever going to be
better.
the same? Is this ever
I'm
going to be
still
the same?
hurting.
It's not going to be the same. It might get worse. I'm hurting too.
Oh,
My
I'm still bleeding.
Oh.
I'm bleeding. I'm bleeding here.
What should I do?
I'm not better.
Okay. I get it. I get it. It's not better. I've seen this before. I've seen this, these wounds, this pain, this fear, this paranoia, I've seen this before. When's it gonna end? When is it going to end?
I want to ask, what are you going to take with you? But I have a feeling you're going to take it all with you.
Yeah, I didn't realize I had buried all those feelings. You know, like when she got off the train, I was like happening all over again.
Is this the first time you've really talked about that moment?
No, I've recalled it before to friends, you know, whenever we talk about 9/11 and where we were and what happened. But to see them do that, you know, nobody ever put my story up. And so beautifully, and the soundtrack was amazing. So,
Does somebody have some tissue? I can't believe I have no tissue. My mother has tissue. I know it. My mother has tissue. Thank you. You ready to go down to the audience?
Yes.
Okay. All right.
Give it up for Playback. They're amazing.
So what was that like to watch that? Thank you. Someone already raised their hand. I didn't even have to ask a question.
Well, it made me recall a story about 9/11. And I went to New York on a tour to see a play. So it was a very lively tour. We were laughing and having dinner and going out. And then there was going to be a visit to the site, 9/11, and it was still the hole in the ground, but they had started to rebuild. And I can remember trying to convince a friend she wanted to stay on the bus. And I said, no, you need to come, we should go. And she's like, no, I don't want to see this. But I said, come on, go, thinking that I would be okay. And as we walked the path, yeah, when you think about it, you walk the path, and then you're there with this gaping hole in the ground, and it's just like, I don't know, you know all the people that lost their lives, so that feeling, their spirits, was just very present there. So it was a very overwhelming feeling.
It seems like it took you by surprise.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. Because I was fine. As I said, it was a lively, gay tour, and it did take me by surprise.
And what is your name?
Ballet tour.
Velator? Okay, Velator. Okay, we're going to see this. I'm thinking of flash animation. Okay. So, it's a great name, Velator. Yeah, okay. So, Velator, let's watch.
Have you ever been to New York City before? The Big Apple.
Big Apple.
Oh my gosh. Broadway.
Broadway. Oh my
Times
gosh.
Square.
Times Square.
Oh my
Oh
gosh. This
my
is going to be
gosh.
such an amazing trip.
Oh, New York City.
Wow. The lights.
Lights, the sounds.
The sounds.
Wow, it was great. Because I just love New York. I love Broadway. I love the Statue of Liberty. I love this place. Oh, the next stop they told me us was the 9/11 place. And I told my girlfriend to come with me because you cannot go to New York right now and not go to 9/11. I mean, this is historical. We've got to go. We've got to go together. And I told her I was going to be with her. So that was enough for her to go. And then we got, oh, my God! Wow. We got to this gaping hole in the ground. And I know all of these people lost their lives there. Here. I'm from Virginia. They lost them at the Pentagon, but here, I'm looking at this. I'm falling apart inside. I'm supposed to be the strong one, but I'm falling apart because the pain is so great. I could feel their spirits. I've got to get away from that hole. I'm so glad she came with me because as it turned out, we needed each other to lean on. Oh.
Did that capture?
Absolutely.
We need some more Kleenex here. I am a very bad conductor. Kleenex. We have Kleenex? This is my mother. She always has Kleenex. Thank you. She says, thank you, Mom. How about somebody else? Oh, yeah, good idea. Okay. Finally, oh, wait, did she push your hand up? Okay, fine. Because you kept on like, and I've been watching you. Okay.
So, do you want me to just talk about any of the expenses or?
Well, do you want to tell a story?
Sure, yeah.
Okay, so here's the deal. We literally have to be out of here in 10 minutes, okay? So I'm going to keep you here, but I want you to tell a short story, okay? And your name.
My name is Vishal, and I go Bubby. But when 9/11 happened, I was back in school. I was in the dorms, and I woke up at 9:30 because my mom called me and said, "Wake up! The World Trade has just been attacked." And the first thought that came to my mind was, "Oh my God, Sears Tower in Chicago." I was in Chicago. Is like falling apart. So I looked out the window. I'm like, "Mom, Sears Tower is right there." And she's like, "Not Sears Tower, World Tower in New York." And then it was just confusion all throughout the dorms. There were like 5 people who had TVs. The entire floor was in confusion. People were in PJs. No one was taking a shower. People were in each other's rooms, watching TV. Nobody kind of knew what to do. And it was like 12, 1, people hadn't taken lunch. People just didn't know what to do. Step away from the TV? No, we can't. No, we have to go and get lunch. No, we can't. We have to look at the TV. So it was just confusion all over the place.
Can you pick somebody from there to be you? One person to be you?
Aaron.
1, 2, 3, starting from
All right, sure. 4.
That's you, Andy. Say your name again. Me? Okay. So I know we're kind of breaking form, but Andy, you're going to be V, and then we're going to kind of do just like a 3-minute, one scene, sharing of the chaos with the call from mom, and V saying, oh no, you know, the Sears Tower is fine. However, my sense is your mom was very, very worried that other things were going to happen. Yeah, okay. And then being glued to the TV. Okay. So V, let's watch.
It's nice to sleep in college. Great.
V, pick up the phone. Pick up the phone. Pick up the phone.
Hello?
V, the tower.
Hi, Mom. Hi.
The tower.
What tower?
The tower, the World Trade Center, the tower. It's falling. It's falling. It's falling.
Still here, right outside your window. Still here.
I'm new to the city. I'm still finding my way around. Oh, there. Mom, the tower's fine. We're good.
No, V. The World Trade Center in New York.
In New York?
Yeah, something's happening. And
What do you mean? What's happening?
careful. I love you, V.
I could
love
fall
you.
at any moment.
I
too.
love you, V.
Right outside your window, and I could come crashing down.
No, that doesn't happen. Buildings just don't
It
fall
does
over.
now.
Who?
Yo, V, man.
V, what? Yeah,
Yo,
what's
did
going
you?
on?
Whoa, did you take a shower?
No, I just woke up.
Me
Hey,
neither. Look,
what's going
did
on?
You, if you watch TV, the towers in New York will
And
fall.
here we are,
Huh?
live on channel.
Okay.
And here's our broadcast.
Uh-huh.
And we're watching. We're seeing dust, smoke, New York, D.C., Pennsylvania.
It could be Chicago.
Could be anywhere.
No, we cannot go anywhere.
Where?
Guys.
What do we do?
It's all over the news.
I think I'm having a panic
It's
attack.
okay.
It's okay.
I mean, we need to eat, don't we?
No,
We gotta
we
go
can't.
get-
We just gotta stay right here.
Yes, stay here.
We should probably take a shower, but we should stay right here. It's okay.
Nothing to do but watch the news
All day long, we'll be broadcasting.
and watch
All day long,
and watch
all day long,
and watch.
all day long.
And wait.
What was the most important thing that you saw?
Done very well. The fear was presented really nicely, and then the confusion was presented nicely, and then how we woke up and like complete confusion as you wake up was done very nicely. Nice job.
Thank you. Thank you. So Kennedy Center is like really, they're, you know, like 6 to 7. That's it. That's it. So I told you at the end that I was going to kind of give you quick information. So if you want to touch with us, we're based here in the DC district area. You can like us on Facebook. We're District Community Playback. Or you can send us an email, because I know not everyone's on Facebook. And our email address is districtcommunityplayback@gmail.com. If you live outside of this area, playback actually is all over the world. There are literally about 80 companies just in the US. So if you want to find your local company, whatever country you're in, go to IPTN, which is the International Playback Theatre Network.info. You will find playback. Okay, so why don't you just kind of yell out words about what this was like? Because I know most of you had never seen playback before. Are you glad you stayed? Thumbs up if you're glad you stayed. Fabulous, wonderful. Are you going to be looking for playback in your area? Fantastic. Okay, so let's just shout out some words about what this was like for you today. Really loud. Moving, enlightening, real, frightening, exciting, surprising. Okay, everybody. Let's watch.
What are they doing? Look at them. What are they? That's my story. What are they doing? Look what they did to it. That's my story.
Look, that's interesting.
What are they doing?
Look what they did. That's my story.
What are they doing?
That's my story.
What are they doing?
Wow.
Okay, since I have the microphone and we are being live streamed, I have a child in Berlin who is watching. Hi, Jamie. And my daughter, Sophie, is in Portland, Oregon. Hi, Sophie, because I have the mic. So one of the things about playback theater, it is very community-based. You walked in a room full of strangers, and now how many of you feel like you know people in this audience that you did not know before? Yeah, absolutely. So one of the things that typically in a playback performance, the actors would take like 5 minutes backstage, and then we would actually come and sit and talk and share stories. So that's something that we're not able to do in this venue. The other piece is typically we have you go and talk to somebody you don't know about a story that you might share. So, but we didn't really have the time, and this is kind of an unusual venue. So I really encourage you, I'm sure, how many people are kind of warmed up to a story right now? Like you're ready to say something. I'm seeing some hands. So take a moment, share a story. You all are going to be walking out there together. Talk to somebody next to you. Let them know what story you might have told if you had had the opportunity to tell a story. Or tell it to a neighbor. But in the next couple days, share your stories, because everyone has a story, and this is a great time to share those stories. It's a way that we become a community, and we work against being the other. So thank you.